In the previous part, we uncovered how deep love can awaken unconscious fears, causing someone to pull away, not because they don't care, but because they can't yet face what love reflects back at them. Now let's journey deeper into the space where love doesn't disappear, but transforms into distance. Carl Jung once said, "What we suppress does not disappear. It shows up in our relationships." When someone fears emotional vulnerability, their unconscious mind may create distance, not to hurt you, but to protect themselves from what they perceive as emotional danger. From the outside, this behavior seems confusing and contradictory. How can someone love you and still push you away? The answer lies in how their psyche processes emotional conflict. For some, closeness triggers fear. They long to be with you, but the emotional intensity becomes too much. So they pull back, not because they want to leave, but because they are overwhelmed. This isn't a conscious decision. It's an automatic defense mechanism. When they ignore you, what should you do? Your first instinct might be to chase them, to demand answers, to fight for the relationship. But here's the truth. The more you try to hold on to someone who is pulling away, the more resistance you create. Love cannot be forced. If someone needs space to process their emotions, the most loving thing you can offer is patience. But it gets more complicated. Sometimes distance is not just a defense, it's a test. Some people withdraw subconsciously to test the connection. Will this love survive the silence? They create space, wondering if you'll still be there. It's not fair, but it is a deeply rooted psychological pattern, often formed by early wounds or past relationships. Real love doesn't need to be tested. Love that is real does not require tests. It thrives on trust and presence. So if someone begins to pull away, ask yourself, are they stepping back momentarily, or are you witnessing the beginning of a repeating cycle? Some people return with a new sense of clarity, ready to face their feelings. Others remain stuck in the loop, running and returning, again and again, never truly growing. The real question is not, will they come back? The real question is, if they come back, will they be ready to stay? What if they never return? If love does not return, then the distance wasn't a loss. It was a lesson. We often treat love as something we must cling to, but real love isn't measured by possession or permanence. It's measured by growth. Sometimes a person comes into your life not to stay, but to awaken something inside you. They leave, but the impact they made pushes you to grow, to reflect, to heal. Ask yourself, am I grieving the person or the fear of being alone? If someone touched your soul, stirred emotions you didn't know you had, then their presence served a purpose, even if it was brief. The final truth about love and distance. There's one truth that most people miss. The one who walks away often doesn't even know why they're leaving. Many people are unaware of their emotional patterns. They don't realize that love has awakened unresolved fears within them. So when someone disappears, it's not always about you. It's often a reflection of their inner world. Chasing them won't help. Forcing answers won't bring clarity. The real question becomes, if they return, will they come back with new awareness? Not everyone is capable of transformation, but those who face their fears, who learn and evolve, those are the ones who can build love that lasts. True love is not about avoiding fear, it's about overcoming it together. So if someone is pulling away, don't let your self-worth hinge on whether they return. Look inward. Ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me about myself? Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Whether love stays or fades, it is always a journey of self-discovery. And if it's meant for you, it will always find its way back. Have you ever experienced love that vanished just when it felt most real? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the light someone else needs. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Real love isn't a chain, it's a path of growth. And sometimes those who ignore us aren't running from us. They're running from what our love awakens in them. Have you ever loved someone so deeply, only to watch them drift away without a word? Have you ever felt like silence cut deeper than any goodbye? And what if, just what if, their distance wasn't a lack of love, but a hidden cry from the unconscious? Love is a paradox. It lifts us and breaks us, warms our soul, and leaves us trembling. It defies logic, disrupts our plans, and often behaves in ways we can't fully grasp. When love is blooming, we expect closeness, connection, warmth. But what happens when the person who once made you feel seen suddenly pulls away? No arguments, no clear explanation, just silence. Most of us assume distance means disinterest, that if someone ignores us, they must no longer care. But what if we've misunderstood? What if, in some cases, pulling away is not a sign of fading love, but proof of just how deep that love runs? Carl Jung, one of the most influential minds in psychology, taught us something radically different. He believed that love isn't just an emotion we feel, it's a mirror of our unconscious mind, a reflection of our buried fears, unresolved wounds, and deepest vulnerabilities. Today we're going to uncover this hidden side of love, the side that operates not in words or logic, but in the shadows, in the places we rarely look. And if you're someone who's passionate about inner healing and emotional growth, be sure to subscribe to the Daily Stoic, where we explore the psychology of the soul every week. Now let's begin. Love, a reflection of the unconscious. Love is not simply the exchange of affection or mutual attraction. It is a psychological experience that penetrates the deepest layers of our being. Jung's groundbreaking work revealed that the human psyche is divided into two realms: the conscious mind, the space of logic, reason, and awareness; the unconscious mind, a vast inner world filled with repressed emotions, hidden fears, and unresolved past wounds. We often think we know what we want in love. We believe we're making conscious choices about who we're drawn to and why. But in truth, it's the unconscious that makes many of these decisions, shaping our attractions, our patterns, and even our ability to stay in relationships. Because when we fall in love, something profound takes place. The person we love becomes a mirror, not just a mirror for our dreams or desires, but a reflection of our inner wounds, the insecurities we've buried, the pain we thought we healed. And not everyone is prepared to face that reflection. Some discover emotional scars they thought were long gone. Others are forced to confront fears they've avoided their entire lives. At that point, the mind's natural defense mechanisms activate, not because love disappears, but because it becomes too intense, too overwhelming to bear. This is why some people withdraw when love gets too deep. Why someone pulls away when they love you. We've been taught to believe that love is always comforting, that when it's real, it feels safe, warm, and secure. But the truth is more complex. True love doesn't just bring joy. It exposes us. It makes us vulnerable. For some, being seen deeply and truly is exhilarating, a form of emotional liberation. But for others, it's terrifying. If someone has a history of abandonment, betrayal, or control, love may not feel safe. It feels like a threat. Their unconscious whispers, "Don't get too close. You might get hurt again." Those who have been hurt before may instinctively protect themselves, not because they don't love, but because they fear reliving old pain. Those who crave control may feel destabilized by emotions they can't regulate, and those who have long associated love with heartbreak may reject love the moment it feels most real. Carl Jung reminds us, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. And so when someone pulls away just as love deepens, it may not be rejection. It may be the unconscious mind reacting to something it cannot yet face. In the next part, we'll continue this journey by exploring what truly lies beneath emotional withdrawal and how it reveals more about the person's inner world than their words ever could.